by as much as 9 points. Also, we will take a close watch on number 9. That's Sun Trayapas, the 5'11 cager who wears, as we said, number 9. He scored 13. Jan Taranayom, number 10. He also netted 13, while Ratana Patip also scored 6 points, mainly from the distance. In the starting rosters, it appears that Peter Martin will continue to be there unless Louis Alas makes a change. He was talking to Peter Martin earlier, telling him that Peter might just come off the bench. And that's the rest of the rosters for both the Philippines as well as Thailand. Thailand finished with a 5-1 card to land in second spot in the preliminary round, winning 3 straight against Malaysia, Cambodia, and Indonesia before they lost to the Philippines 82-76. They won against Singapore and then Brunei Darussalam 94-65. While the Philippines, as you know by now, with an immaculate slate of 6-0 to top the preliminary round. And now it's for all the gold that glitters. Filipinos, mga kababayan natin, as early as 5:30 in the morning, trooping to this small venue, the sports hall of the University of Brunei Darussalam. But it didn't bother them one bit. At daang-daang Pilipino pa mga kababayan ang nasa labas. May mga big TV screens na sinetat doon. At hindi naman mapapalabas ito sa Brunei Television. So doon, best effort ng organizers na mapanood ng iba pang mga Pilipino sa labas ang ating game. So mga kababayan, ilang sandali na lang, handa na po ang bakbakan dito for the gold medal in basketball in the 20th SEA Games here in Brunei Darussalam. We'll be right back just after these messages.
The 20th Southeast Asian Games is presented by Petron Diesel Max.
Son of Singapore, the smiling referee of this tournament, and Mr. Gordon Phillips, the neutral official who has handled most of the games of the Philippines. Both gentlemen adhere to the rules very strictly. No shoving, extra shoving and pushing inside, and the players have been following them to the letter. And of course that affects the play of Romel at Ducol as well as our other big players. In the last time around, the Philippines struggled from the three-point distance, hitting only 3 of 20 attempts as you take a look at Coach Louis Alas. And on the other hand, Thailand hitting 4 of 12 from the field. But the big numbers that turned the victory in the favor of the Philippines were the 34 rebounds we blocked compared to only 23 by Thailand. Also, the other big number is the fact that the Philippines had only 6 turnovers compared to Thailand's 18, and we had 16 steals, most of them created when we were pursuing the Thais, as they were leading by as much as 9 points in the first half of that game. And that's the coach of Thailand, Alcharia. He pulled out his players, the key players, in the last 10 minutes of the first encounter between these two sides, obviously trying to hide some of his aces and not allowing the Philippine squad to see the entirety of the Thai arsenal here in the basketball competition. But you can tell, we have seen in the course of the tournament that Thailand has been dead serious in winning the basketball gold, which the Philippines lost only once, and that was way back in 1989 in Kuala Lumpur. We're just about ready to get this underway. The all-important 23rd game, all beauties all around. Mga Pilipinang magaganda at kasama ang ating mga ibang gwapong kababayan, at tinatanong nga nila kung mapapanood sa atin ito ngayon. Well, sasamahan nila kayo sa inyong panunood ng game na ito. Ned Sirisaswan is number 5. Apapong Ned Sirisaswan is their point guard. Song Pop is there in the starting lineup together with Sun Trayapas and Jan Taranayom. Number 14, Paul Park, has a propensity for committing early fouls, while the Philippines using Demape, Serrano, De La Rosa. Ato Morano is starting today, so that's the change in the roster for the Philippines. So Peter Martin, as we reported earlier, will not be starting off. Ato Morano and the Philippines going small here in the early goings. First touch of the ball, Paul Park of Thailand. Last time around, it was Demape who was our leading scorer with 15 points. Here's Popark, Buchay Popark, over to Ned Sirisaswan. He fires a 3. It's the first attempt. It will not work, at the rebound controlled by De La Rosa. De La Rosa has grown to become the darling of the Philippine community here. They love his aggressive style, and they love it when he slams the ball home. Here's De La Rosa driving hard against Popark. Could be a foul against Popark early. And when Popark gets into foul trouble early, it usually amputates the thighs defensively. Sideline inbound for the, baseline inbound for the Filipinos. 30 seconds going by us here in the final game of the 20th SEA Games here in Brunei Darussalam. Seb Sarmiento reporting to you from the sideline of the sports hall of the University of Brunei Darussalam. Another foul. It is on the Philippines. It is on De La Rosa this time. So tit for tat, as each side has been called for a foul. There'll be a lot of jockeying for position inside. You can tell that from this early trend. Netzereswan nowhere to go. Popark on the move. The outside shot, Suntriapas. Both teams starting tens, but there's a basket by Suntriapas. This Philippine team has not started strongly in any of its games. In fact, even in that game against Cambodia and Brunei Darussalam, two teams that we simply rolled over. Philippines starting ice cold. They need the run of the game to get their bearings going, but we hope that it is not too much too late as Jonathan Serrano ends up with his first foul. 2 team fouls already on the Philippine squad. 3-0 ball game. And the full court press will be applied. And this was responsible for creating 16 steals and 18 thigh turnovers in the first encounter between these two sides, won by the Philippines, as we mentioned, 82-76. Curled to the basket, and it looks like a push could be on Romela Ducol. Watch this again. Here's the setup by Apapong Netzereswan, and the body contact called against Romela Ducol. Sending number 10, Jantaraneom, 6'2", to the line. First, and it's a 4-0 ball game. Second, being aimed very carefully, and it has no problem. Philippines down 5-0. A minute and a half going by us here. Ato Morano. Very tense start for the RP squad as usual. Shot clock winding down to 15. Ato Morano's first crack at the basket. No, De La Rosa blocks it against 2 defenders. Netzereswan is hounding him from the rear, and a foul against Netzereswan. Philippine defensive strategy has been obviously, against Thailand, has been obviously a challenge to their ball carriers. Louis Alas, talking to him in the course of the week, feels that Thailand does not have a deepest bench as the Philippines. So in terms of ball handling, leaving a little to be suspected about. Battle inside. It'll be kept by the Philippines. Point-blank range shot by De La Rosa did not go. 5-0 is the count here. Gold medal battle. Inbound for the RP team from the baseline. Renato Morano performing that. Ato gets it back swiftly from Romela Ducol. The 2 Jakarta Games veterans. The shot will not work. Romel, however, can't get it to a Filipino. It's picked up by Song Pop. It's Netzereswan penetrating, going all the way, stripped up possession. Here comes the Philippines on the attack. The Cebuano, Gilbert Demape, the pride of Mandaue, over to Chu Serrano. First basket of the game for the Philippines. Chuchu Serrano and Demape teaming up beautifully on the break. It was Demape spearheading the attack, and look at the Philippines bring up the defense again. Ato Morano is watching Jantaraneom. The chant for defense by the Filipinos here. Here's Song Pop. They're wary as Ducol is on him. That's the defensive assignment. Ball is loose. Ato Morano with the near steal. However, excellent control by Jantaraneom. Here's Popark. Popark nowhere to go. Angled off. Song Pop snaps. It's short. Rebound in the hands of Bato Morano. Here comes the Philippines leading a 3-on-2 break. Here's Gilbert Dimape gliding gracefully to the basket. The attack will not work. Rebound will go to Netsiriswan. Apaipong Netsiriswan on the move. He's gliding slowly. Aduko wary of his second personal foul, but he angles off Song Pop beautifully. Here's Dimape slowing down. Netsiriswan will end up with his second personal foul. He's trying to ask for an offensive foul, but it won't be so. He was on the move as well. Watch this. Here's Dimape. And Netsiriswan did not establish proper position there. So the count of the team fouls reveals that 3 have been called against Thailand, the same number for the Philippine squad. Inbound for the RP squad from the sideline. As we check on that last foul anew. Dimape telling De La Rosa to glide over to the other side. Shot clock at 22. Dimape and Anadupol on the right flank. Dimape is in a bind. Here's Ato Morano. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Dimape. Lets it fly. He'll knock it in. As we mentioned, Dimape with 15 against this very same squad just last Thursday. Here's Song Pop. That is his spot. He loves to fire from there. In the meantime, off the baseline, could be a foul against De La Rosa. Ruben is the type of defender who is not going to be hesitant in giving up his fouls. That is the second on De La Rosa. 5-4 count, 1-point Thailand lead. They hit a three-pointer earlier, and then Jantaranayom hit 2 from the free throw line. Sontriapas bounces away. Romel Aducol in charge of the rebound. Philippines out-rebounding Thailand in the last game, 34-23. Chuchu Cirano sends it to Ato Morano. He is partially deflected by Popark. And the pitch, Ruben De La Rosa has a hand on it. Chuchu Cirano and De La Rosa team up in the backcourt. Here's Ato Morano leading the 3-on-3. There's a foul. And if this is on Apaipong Netsiriswan, that will be 3. No, it is not. It is an offensive foul against the Philippines. Watch this, Ato Morano. Yes, it is a good call. Simply because Netsiriswan was able to establish better position there. Anyway, 15-48 to go. Here's Song Pop. Turnaround shot will not work, and he has missed his last 3 forays. Lead pass to Romel Aducol. Romel twirling, does not force the issue. Outside pitch, Chuchu Cirano. Hit 26 against Cambodia. Launches from 3-point distance. Knocks it in! Philippines in front, 7-5. By Thailand. We're just checking on the foul situation. It's 5 team fouls against the Philippines, 3 against Thailand. Nonetheless, it's a 7-5 count. It's Netsiriswan being hounded by Chuchu Cirano. The double team is on the point guard of Thailand. Here's Jantaranayom. Here's Song Pop. Has missed his last 3 shots. Sontriapas looks on its way, but it won't work. Thailand missing their shot from afar. Here's Dimape twirling. No call made. Dimape misses the shot. He was thinking of collecting the foul. He's limping just a bit now. May have been banged there. You can see the grimace on his face. He may have hurt himself there in that last play. Anyway, 7-5. Less than 15 minutes to go. Popark. Yes, it's a 3. Second rainbow connection by the Thais. Lead is back in their hands at 8-7. This is a good battle. If you think that we're just going to steamroll over Thailand, you're mistaken, because this team, also with a 5-1 card, they have been solid in the tournament. Here's Romel Aducol. Aducol working against Song Pop. No foul call, and the ball will go to Thailand. Magandang araw, Pilipinas. At narito si Netsiriswan na iwan. natulog sa depensa ng Pilipinas. At pinabayaan si Net Sireswan. Galit na galit si Louie Alas, ang ating coach. At sabi niya, paano naiwanan yun? 10-7 ang ating bilang. Narito si De La Rosa. Thinking about shooting, but Ato Morano wiggles up and finds a wide open lane. Still no chance to replace. I thought I saw Billones trooping to the scorer's table in the effort to change the Mape, but it won't be so. 10-9 ball game, 1-point tie lead. Here's Popark. Song Pop is asking for it. He has not connected from the outside. Shot, Jantaranayom. It will drop out. Mitsiriswan does not force it, and they'll recycle their offense. Here's some Triapas. And a foul against Ato Morano. For Ato Morano, that will be his second foul. Sixteen fouls against the Philippines. 13:25 to go. Inbound, good inbound. But they miss it at point-blank range. There's another miss. 2 point-blank range shots for Thailand, and just rimming out. Too close, so close that is. Morano from 3. Can't knock it in. To the other side of the floor, here's Dimape, thinking of shooting, lets it fly. Dimape! Philippines back in the driver's seat, 11-10. Chant for defense again. Here's Song Pop, team captain. That's a foul against Serrano Dimape. As there was the drive to the basket by Jantaranayom, you can see here Dimape with that foul. And for Gilbert Dimape, that will be his first foul of the game. We have our first time out of the game with the score at 11-10. Philippines, 12:41 to go back here in Brunei Darussalam just after this. Featuring the Philippines against Thailand. At lamang po ang Pilipinas, 11-10 sa yugtong ito. 12:41 po ang nalalabi rito sa ating first half. Samantala, Jantaranayom is on the line. Misses the free throw. Hit 2 out of 2 earlier. Philippines by 1. On the last day of the 20th Southeast Asian Games, later on in the day, 2 misses. We will be presenting to you here on the People's Television the closing ceremonies, which I understand will be quite a spectacle. Here's Chucho Serrano. By the way, Arboleda is already in the game. That will work. Chucho Serrano, all business. Has his second field goal, and we race to a 13-10 lead. 5-0 run by the Philippines. Thailand trying to alter the pace. Here's Popark. Song Pop. A little rather gun-shy ball, but that's his spot. A little too long. Dimape blocks it. Lead pass into the hands of De La Rosa. De La Rosa scoops it. Won't work. Aduco. (15-10) lead. 7-0 run by the Philippines. The lob pass. Tough catch by Jantaranayom, and a foul downstairs. Let's see here. It could be Arboleda. Yes, they give it to Arboleda, his first. And on the line is Jantaranayom. Has not really taken that many shots from the field. Last time around, 2 misses from the free throw line. Now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Takes care of business there. 15-12 affair. First basket, or first set of points from Thailand in the last 2 minutes. Aducol gets it back. Give and go works between De La Rosa and Aducol. Metro Star connection working here. And Romel has his second basket. Romel Aducol, by the way, team captain of the Philippines. 11 minutes to go. Here's Popart. Has managed to stay away from fouls. Suntrayapas, no. Song Pop. Downstairs, Popart. Shaking, baking. Can't make it to Cook. Suntrayapas. Outside, Song Pop. Fakes. Fires. It will not work. He has missed his last 5 attempts. And here comes the Philippines on the attack. Scoop pass. Romel Aducol. Aducol asking for a foul. Swan trying to get the charge there, but Aducol gets the basket. It's 6 points for Romel and an 8-point lead for the Philippines. Biggest lead. Temperatures running high here. Still, De La Rosa. Popart with the foul. Second foul on Popart. And that is the 4th Thai team foul. Ruben De La Rosa starting a steal, and we've got a timeout by Thailand. Philippines leading 19-12. We'll be back.
20th South.
For the basket, bang, he crashes to the floor. And he was really trying to get the third foul of Nets City Swan. Coaching staff of Thailand on your picture. Officially, the head coach is, based on the register, is Kyujan Sheng from China and Mr. Okria. Filipino fans continue to chant. 10:22 to go. 19-12 is our score. By the way, Egay Billones is in the game already for the Philippines. Peter Martin, who did not start today, is now on the floor. Here's Romel Aducol up against Song Pop. This has been the classic duel here in the SEA Games competition. Gilbert of Mandaue, Cebu with 6 points, and it's 21-12. Song Pop on the floor for the first time is Sankajorin. Song Pop, that's his spot. No try. Oh, good shot from the side by John Taraneom with his first tray. 21-15 affair. The Maped going down the baseline, and it could be a foul on Sankajorin, his first. It is. Coming in also for the first time is number 13 of Thailand. That's Men Pang. Men Pang is a tireless worker. He stands 6'3". We have Don Camaso, 6'7", checking in for the Philippines, giving Romel Aducol his first rest. Romel playing close to 10.5 minutes in this opening half. Billones in a bind. Peter Martin fighting against 3 defenders. Doesn't get anything. Here's Sankajorin bringing it down. Nets Series 1 up against Billones. Song Pop blocked. He was tentative, and it was there for the taking. In the meantime, here's Tomorano. So far with just 2 points. No connections from afar. Drives in hard against the glass. He babied that. Here's Peter Martin playing with that full muscle as we mentioned. Philippines has a 26-second shot clock. Here's Winnie Arboleda. Arboleda hit 12 against Thailand and hits one here. It's a 3. 9-point lead for the Philippines. Sankajorin gets it across. Bobbles. And he has nowhere to go. All dressed up with nowhere to go. And Winnie Arboleda made him lose the basketball. 8.5 to go. Final game of the basketball tournament of the 20th SEA Games here in Brunei Darussalam. Narito si Morano. Narito si Egay Billones, zigzagging. Going to Ato Morano. Kick out. They're trying to set up a 3, but can't. Winnie Arboleda drives hard. Over to Ato Morano. The corner flip. No! Peter Martin fighting for it against Men Pang. Philippines in the last game had more rebounds against Thailand, 34-23. Here's Winnie Arboleda. 20 seconds on the shot clock, kicking it outside. They're trying to get their outside shooting in the groove at Tomorano. They want him to try anew. They don't force it. Winnie Arboleda. Camaso says, let me try. A little too strong, and a foul could be against the Philippines here. They had 4 tries and nothing worked. Philippines already in the penalty. And that's a Tomorano now with his 3rd foul. Ben De La Rosa is back in the game. He just pulled out the Tomorano. That's Song Pop, so far scoreless in the ball game. Has tried for about 6 times and no connections at all. Takes care of the first. Song Pop netting 15 against the RP squad in their first duel, which was won by the Philippines 82-76. Gets 2 from the line, and Popart re-enters the ball game, giving Song Pop a breather here. Waiting in the wings is Ratana Patip. Ratana Patip also had 6 points against the Philippines, both of them 3-point shots. In fact, the points coming from 3-point distance. Here's Winnie Arboleda, 24-17 tally. Philippines by 7, leading by as much as 9 in this opening half. De La Rosa, Peter Martin, good fake against Menpang. And Menpang will end up with a foul and send Peter Martin to the stripe. Good dish off. So Peter Martin will be on the stripe. Let's give you an update on the team fouls. 8 against the Philippines, already in penalty, while Thailand with 6. Seven and a half to go. No problem from the free throw line. Back to a 9-point lead, and the press is being reapplied. Menpang in the middle. I don't think Thailand is going to pull any more punches in this game here today. They'll go all out. Sangkajoran driving to the basket, but he has no passport. Lead pass over to De La Rosa. Takes a look at Menpang and tells him, I'll drive hard. As 13 was on 13 in that last sequence, Louis Alas trying to voice operate the full court press of the Philippines. Here's Popart. Popart with a hook. Angled off, no foul called. 6:52 remaining. Philippines with its biggest lead of 11. Here's De La Rosa. Thought about shooting, but nobody was there inside for any possible rebound. Arboleda. Oh! Nothing but 3-point shots from Arboleda. 31-17. The reply on the other end. Well done also by Ratana Patip. I told you he can shoot from the 3-point distance. 11-point lead. Biggest at 14. Winnie Arboleda! Cleaned his rifle last night. Philippines winning against Malaysia. It ended about 9:30 in the evening. They have to scamper for it. Their shot clock now winding down to 16. Back to a 14-point lead, the biggest lead of the Philippines. That circles away, and the Philippines controls the rebound. Here's Egay Billones. Egay all the way, but drops it instead. There's a foul. Mr. Gordon Phillips of New Zealand making this call. Number 10, Jan Taraneom, is the guilty party as he slammed into Billones. First foul of player number 10 should be just an inbound. No, but they declare that as a shooting situation. So Egay Billones will be on the line. He had 8 points against Thailand in the first duel. Billones has been steady. strength of the Philippine squad has been its hard-working backcourt. Easily 20 to 30 points from the Philippine backcourt. Billones 2 for 2, and it is now the biggest lead of the Philippines at 36 to 20, a 16-pointer. Netzereswan saddled with 2 personal fouls. Here's Menpang. They're trying to get to Jantaraneon, their main gunner. Oh, good pass to Menpang, but he's clipped, and Arboleda will reach for the sky. Guilty of a second foul. Great dish off that time by Jantaraneon. He drew the defense to himself, and then suddenly found Menpang open. Menpang so far scoreless in this opening half. Taiwat Menpang, standing 6'3", takes care of the first gift shot. Philippines has knocked in 3 rainbow connections, while on the other hand, Thailand has hit 4. Menpang taking care of the second free throw. Change in the lineup as Song Pop returns. Pop Park will sit down. Romel Aduco back in harness. Peter Martin is given a rest. Philippines bringing it up 36 to 22, a 14-point lead as we hit the 5:08 mark of this opening half. Gold medal battle. Here's Billones being given a shield. Fires from 16, knocks it in. Billones, a steady performer for this RP squad. With his first field goal, his assignment now is Netzereswan. Thailand on the offensive with Menpang. Song Pop, 7th try. Finally knocks one in. Song Pop standing 6'4" with a very good touch from the distance. 14-point lead. De La Rosa free, doesn't shoot. Decides to pass at the last moment. De La Rosa trying to salvage the situation. Does not shoot. Billones, 10 on the shot clock. Louis Alas. There is a foul. An intentional foul. Number 5. And that looks like it will be Netzereswan of Thailand with his 3rd foul. Let's watch it here if we can catch it there. And this will mean 2 free throws plus possession for the Philippines. So the RP squad leading by as much as 16. This is not the way it happened in the first game. Philippines had to play catch-up in the opening duel, the first duel between these two sides. Billones now with that many points. Pride of Las Piñas misses the free throw though, and the Philippines will retain possession. Referee Ko of Singapore and Mr. Gordon Phillips of New Zealand with the whistles this afternoon. On your screens, Louis Alas, Philippine head coach. Head coach also of the Manila Metro Stars, making up the bulk of this team. 8 of them are here. Demape. 8 points. Simply spectacular here today. Now it has to be Suntrayapas who has to bring up the ball. Jantaraneon, Suntrayapas, over to Menpang. Menpang, over to Song Pop. Song Pop lobs it inside, and De La Rosa will be guilty of reaching in that time. That'll be the 3rd foul of Ruben. And penalty situation already in effect against both squads, that is. 3:44 to go. Everybody trying to get all the events, the remaining events in the schedule here today on the last day in preparation. They want to finish it by just about 12 high noon to be able to prepare everybody for the closing ceremony. The athletes will, of course, go back to the athletes' village. Menpang split from the charity line. As we take a look at the brain trust of Thailand, the gentleman from China we were talking about in the middle of your picture earlier. Arboleda drops to the deck. Bellones saves the day! And the referees want them to clean up the wet portion. Watch this sequence. Arboleda with a dive, but Egay Bellones, steady as ever from the outside, has 8 points. Bang! Yun, bumagsak si Winnie Arboleda. Ando na lang si Bellones para maayos yung sitwasyon na yun. 44-25 ang ating ball game. 19-point lead. John Taranayom. Arboleda working on him on the baseline. Yes, I think it will go officially to the Philippines. At ayan, si John Taranayom nahihirapan sa baseline. Walang pupunta. Nasa baseline na siya. Peter Martin is back in the ball game. We're down to only 3 minutes and 8 seconds in this first half of the gold medal match. Of course, all the players were talking to me earlier. Sabi, pakibati ang aming mga loved ones na naiwan. At si Winnie Arboleda, nabanggit yung Kalibo Aklan at mga kababayan niya ron. Ganon din si Dimape sa Cebu. Samantala, Bellones ng Las Piñas. Ayaw pumasok this time. Si Adukol ng Tugigaraw, hindi makuha yung rebound doon. Kumiram si Suntrayapas. Alapo. Steal by Arboleda. Winnie Arboleda on the foot race. Gets it up, but misses the shot. Tiningnan niya pa sa mukha si Sangkajoren doon. Sabi niya, sasabay ka ba? And they lose the basketball in the corner. And the Thai team beginning to show signs of fatigue in this first half. Hindi ready si Suntrayapas tanggapin yung pasa. Inisyu sa kanya yung bola. He was on the run and so surprised that the ball was heading in his direction. 2.5 minutes to go. Philippines playing steady basketball in this first half. 19-point lead. Dimape decides against it, wants to be extra sure, but he pays dearly for it. On the move is Ratana Patip. Downstairs to Menpang. Nothing there. Peter Martins, there's the rebound, and we're off to the races anew. Chuchu Serrano pops to the right. Banks it, misses. Ball tapped by Dimape. Peter Martin knocks it in. Philippines with its biggest lead of 21. In the meantime, referee called. Singapore has made a call. Could be on Dimape. And if it's Dimape, it's his second foul. Thailand has requested for a timeout, down by 21 with 1 minute and 50 to go in the first half. We'll be back here in Brunei Darussalam. Magharap na kayo ng mga kamag-anak niyo dyan. Ayan po ang ating mga kababayan na kasama natin dito sa Brunei Darussalam. At gaya ng naiulat natin kanina, as early as 5:30 in the morning, tumungo na sila rito. May kalayuan ng mga bahay nila rito, no? Nakikwento nila sa atin. Subalit pagkakataon nga naman at patapos na ang ating SEA Games, ilang event na lang ang natitira kahapon sa tennis nung magwagi si Marie Chris Fernandez. Marami ring Pilipino ang tumungo doon. Samantala, narito ang patuloy nating pagsasahing papawid ng basketball competition. Gold medal round, 46-25. Lamang ang Pilipinas at nasa linya na si Suntrayapas. Tainarong Suntrayapas ng Thailand. Unang bitaw, pasok. Suntrayapas with his first visit to the free throw line earlier hit a 3-point shot. So you saw on the graphic a collection of 3. Hasn't taken that many attempts. In the meantime, that is now a sum of 5 for number 9, Suntrayapas of Thailand. 46-27 ball game as we hit the last minute and 40 seconds of the first half. Choo-choo train will not work, gets derailed. And Peter Martin, that's why they need him on the floor. Bellones cranks up another 3, knocks it in! Big things come in small packages, and what an explosion he has made. He has 11 points. He's the leading scorer for the Philippines. Arboleda with 9. Songpop drills it in. And Song Pop with his second field goal, but he's off the pace in the first game between the Philippines, wherein he netted as much as 12 in the opening half. Final minute, friends. 49-29. 20-point lead. Demape wiggling open, misses the shot, fights for it. Loose ball picked up by team captain Romela Ducol. Here's Bellones. Egay being watched by Net Siriswan. And Chucho Serrano says we might think of organizing a little more fluidly here. Down to 17 seconds on the shot clock. Serrano, good form but no connection. Peter Martin, Chucho fighting for it. Bellones cracks up another three, but it'll be too long. A foul on Romela Ducol, and he's so disappointed because it happens at the last 17 seconds. Second on Ducol. Earlier the shot by Bellones. Woo! I think he's in the wrong event. I think he should be in, they didn't have gymnastics here. 49-29. Song Pop, 7 points now. Mostly from the free throw line. Song Pop now playing with that familiar headband of his. Misses the gift shot. Net Siriswan to Song Pop. The final say here. It's a 19-point lead. Egay Bellones be waiting for the that he has not done that in the previous 6 games of the Philippines. At Tomorano trying to keep in step. Suntriapas, ice cold. First half draws to a close. Philippines ahead, 49-30. And we'll have more basketball action from Brunei Darussalam just after this. Back into the ball game, napansin natin na yung kanilang capacity to bounce back into the game has not been that strong nung sila ay maiwanan ng Philippines by 10 points nung first encounter. Sila ay hindi na nakabangon. Excuse me. Ang ating leading scorer ay si Egay Bellones, 11 points. Unang salat ng bola sa Pilipinas, hirap na hirap, pero nasungkit pa rin ni Gilbert Demape. Si Demape maganda rin ang performance ng first half, 8 puntos, pero si Winnie Arboleda so strong coming off the bench, providing 3 3-point shots. Demape, such a fine ball handler. Bellones also there on the floor. So the main gunners for the Philippines are on the floor as the Philippines tries to play small and new. This lineup has worked. Pass, however, intended for the interior, goes awry. Suntriapas from 3-point distance. They will go there now. They will try to drill it in from that distance to get back into this ball game. Lead is trimmed down to 16. Suntriapas standing 5'11", already with 8 points, has 2 3-pointers already. Of course, the perennial, always the line here, you should not be overconfident, especially in the gold medal match. Of course, Thailand already winning the football gold and a host of other events would want to add the basketball medal. Peter Martin can't get it to drop. That was at point-blank range. Here's Net Siriswan penetrating, angled off by Winnie Arboleda. And Arboleda will send Net Siriswan to the line. Arboleda already with his 3rd foul of this ball game. Mga kaibigan, kasama rin ho nating nagko-cover ng final na ito mula sa iba't ibang nating mga pahayagan. Si Dina Villena ng Filipino Stars, si Noli Cortez at si June Lumibaw ng Today, si Danny Simon ng Remate Tonight, Bong Pedralbes ng Malaya, Gabi Alvarado ng Journal, si Jerry Calpio ng Star at ang aking kaibigan si Al Mendoza ng Inquirer. Lahat sila ay narito sama-sama sa isang lamesa para mabasa niyo bukas ang istorya ng Southeast Asian Games sa kanilang mga pahayagan. Net Siriswan, no problem there. Down now to a 14-point lead. Demape snaps. They want him to shoot. Timape has been hesitant in releasing the ball, and Coach Louis Alas, and if I can check his body language, just telling Timape, shoot, don't be hesitant. Romel Aducol, another rebound. Here's Timape, because he has the capability of scoring more. That will not roll in. Good move nonetheless. Here's Song Pop, very silent in that first half. Tries the hook. No, sir. Romel Aducol is batted from behind by Menpang. Could be a foul on Menpang. Menpang now already with his second foul. Winnie Arboleda. No, Philippines fighting for those rebounds. In the first half, Philippines with the edge in the rebounding department, 24-13. Inside we go. Peter Martin, partially deflected. Romel Aducol fighting against 4 defenders. Fights for it. Romel still fighting but losing out in the battle. Netziriswan on the attack. His ball handling efforts end up futile. Romel Aducol! The team captain has 8 in the game, and it's getting really physical between Netziriswan and Romel Aducol. And Coach Louis Alas pointing to his forehead, telling his players, be smart, play smart on the floor. So Triapas taking some time to tie up the shoelaces. Lamang natin 18. Chance for defense again. We have some Thai fans, Thai nationals also in the other corner. Good shot that time. Basket will count. And a foul on number 9 of Thailand, that's from Triapas, but the basket will count. 53-38. Here's Timape, wiggling open, yes! Timape with such deceptive moves, throwing off his defenders, making basketball look so easy. Song Pop, good pass downstairs. Well done play by Thailand as Jan Taraneo found a way to score. He has 9 in the game. 16 and a half minutes in the balance in the gold medal battle and in the basketball competition of the 20th SEA Games. Billones ends up tied up. Romel Aducol busts loose. Great alertness by Romel Aducol, and we already now have 3 cagers with double digits for the Philippines. Timape with 12, Billones with 11, Aducol with 10. The lead is 17, highest to 24. Sun Triapas, corner shot, a bit too high, rebound controlled by Winnie Arboleda, but I speak too soon. Netziriswan, it was deflected, but it will count. Apaipong Netziriswan with 6 in the game, but playing with 3 personal fouls. Lead is still at 15. Billones cranks it up. Yes! That is his 3rd from the rainbow distance, and he has 14 in the game. Filipino cagers yelling, one stop, one stop. Netziriswan with his version of a 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nine points for the point guard of Thailand. The lead is 15. Not safe. Not with the way this Thai team can drill it in from 3-point distance. Winnie Arboleda cracks it up, knocks it in. 12 points for the Laguna Laker. And Mr. Bert Lina, their team owner, applauding very heartily. By the way, Mr. Lito Puya, the chairman of the Basketball Association of the Philippines, also on the bench with President Freddy Halasco there. Lost by Thailand. Here's Winnie Arboleda, zigzagging to Egay Bellones. Quick release, a little too strong. Nagulat siya sa defender niya. May have rushed the shot. Peter Martina natukol downstairs. Netsiris Juan does not force the issue. Suntrayapas, no sir, rebound, loose, and Arboleda is conked by Netsiris Juan. That will be 4. Watch the collision there. .63-45. And a steal by Thailand. Jantaranayom against Arboleda and a foul against Arboleda. Now that will hurt Winnie in the game because that will end up as his 4th foul. Jantaranayom is on the line. 14 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Jantaranayom already with that many points. Bit of a struggle from the free throw line though. Makes them both now. Six of 8 though from the stripe. Just a little bit of a struggle. And in the meantime, here's Bellones. Lead is 16, 63-47. Demape, Philippines trying the cross-court pass. Bellones suddenly hitting a dry spot on the floor. Has missed his last 2 tries. 13 minutes and 40 remaining. The drive to the basket. Thailand loses it. And now Thailand will go all out here. There's no tomorrow to think about. It's either gold or silver for them, and they will fight until this game is over. But the Philippine squad trying at best to parry off this resurgence. Any chance for a comeback by Thailand as Winnie Arboleda. Philippines has missed its last 4 attempts. De La Rosa, double dribble, traveling, whatever. Up. Totally unnecessary. As the Thai and the Filipino players get very hot under the collar there. Let's watch here. Here's De La Rosa. He'll wiggle free. There is that hard foul by Pope Park. And Romela Ducal telling Pope Park, you can't do that to my teammate. There's De La Rosa being tied up by Jantaran. There is Pope Park. And Pope Park just about ready to take on anybody in that sequence. Swinging back to live action. Thailand missing that shot. That is Jantaranayom. 13 minutes to go. Morano, nothing in this game. Only 2 points so far by Renato Morano. Jantaranayom loses the ball on the way up, but there is a foul. If that is Arboleda, is it goodbye? It is Arboleda. And Arboleda is out of this game, netting 12 points. And Coach Louis Alas taking his time to pick up the player who will change Arboleda. It's Chuchu Serrano. 63-47. The lead is 16, but Jantaranayom is on the line, can slice it down. He's the leading producer for the Thai squad with 15, followed by Netsiris Juan with 9. Suntrayapas has 8, and Songpop with 7, all of them in the first half. Jantaranayom with 16 now. Lead of 14, largest at 24, but that's a thing of the past. 12 minutes, 40 to go. Philippines has not hit on their last 5 shots. Chucho Serrano lets it fly with 15 on the shot clock. No. Here comes Thailand. John Taraneum. Over now to Suntriapas. 3. No. Loose ball struggle. Menpong. Philippines out of defensive formation. Popak launches. No. Chucho Serrano is beaten to it. John Taraneum flying in. Yes, graceful glide. And the Philippines hitting a dry spot here. Forced to call a timeout. We'll be back. Taking a look now at the huddle of the RP squad. So far, Thailand managing to outscore the Philippines in the second half, 21-14, and Louis Alas egging on the troops. This is not over, guys. Not by any measure. Thailand is a team that will fight back. The pass inside, it's a tentative pass. Here comes Thailand. Pass inside to Menpang, he'll score. And Thailand engineering a resurgence here. 10-point game. Energy level of Thailand has been souped up several notches as their comeback is in the groove. Chucho Serrano blocked. De La Rosa will try to get it from the free throw line. Filipino fans silenced here. They've been taken out of the ball game. Billones and Camaso are in. Atukol and Chucho Serrano hit the bench. De La Rosa is on the stripe for a pair of charities that could snap the stupor of the Philippines. They have missed their, the players have missed their last 7 attempts. Ben De La Rosa takes care of the first. It's an 11-point lead. Referee call, sends it back to De La Rosa. Ben really making sure of these gift shots. Takes care of business there. Peter Martin now replaces De La Rosa. Keep in mind, Peter Martin playing with a very painful pulled muscle injury on his left thigh. Late pass. Natatalong Philippines on the break dito. And Thailand doing a good job of hitting Menpang on the break. Philippines a step slow defensively. 10-point game. Here's Billones. Outside to Ato Morano. Too silent here today. Here's Camaso. Thinking of the shot. Lets it fly. It will drop in. That fickle basketball wanted to pop out, but at the last moment it was willed to drop inside. 67-55, a 12-point lead by the Philippines. Highest at 24. 10:52 remaining in the basketball competitions. Suntriapas, air ball, Popard, reverse, no. Here's Billones. Tough catch by Ato Morano. Camaso being watched by Popard. Into the hands of Gilbert Dimape. Ato Morano can't squeeze the trigger. Peter Martin can't drop it. Here's Peter Martin fighting for it. Don Camaso is fouled. And it's getting very bloody inside. But Camaso pulls up Menpang as if to say, it's just a game. And Menpang already with his 3rd foul. Let's count the team fouls. 5 against Thailand, 3 against the Philippines. And Don Camaso. Or should it be just an inbound because there was no attempt really? Yes, I think it will be an inbound. 10:26 to play. 12-point lead, long inbound. Gilbert Dimape. Sakajoran is watching him. Foul on Popark. Popark with his 3rd foul. Winnie Arboleda is out of this game because of 5 personal fouls. Thais have 16 fouls. Here's Atomorano on the receiving end. Here's Billones. Billones cutting up the interior, dishing off at the last moment, but it'll go the other way. Camaso was not ready for the dish off. 12-point game. Thailand setting up. Jantaraneum. Sankajoren. Suntriapas may have traveled there. Over now to Menpang. Shot clock at 16. Here's Suntriapas. They're shopping around for the open man. Here's Jantaraneum. He's a flyer. Atomorano trying to keep in step. Maybe a foul against Renato. And for Morano, that will be 4 personal fouls. Jantaraneum shooting against Peter Martin. No dice. Camaso hooks it inside safely to Billones. Almost touching it last before going out of bounds, but Billones is here. 9:36 to go. 12-point lead by the Philippines. Into the hands of Atomorano. Here's Camaso. Better defensive job by Thailand in the second half. No question. Peter Martin will draw 3 defenders. Billones lets it fly from 3-point distance. Yes! 17 points, but on the other end, Thailand scoring almost so easily. Filipinos beginning to feel a bit of the fatigue. For about 3 times, Atomorano lets it fly. It's short. Ball is loose. It's in the hands of Suntriapas. Dancing along. He traveled there. No call. Suntriapas. Could be a foul. Let's see. Camaso. First foul. Chucho Siran is in the ball game. We are last trying to talk to the official. In the meantime, we mark the return of Ratana Patip, number 7 of Thailand. Netsiriswan also back in the lineup. Jantaraneum, leading scorer with 18. Isara Ratana Patip. Menpang, in and out. Peter Martin, fouled from the rear by Isara Ratana Patip. And we're down to 8:32. .13-point lead, but not safe. Thailand has managed to claw back from as much as 24 down. Camaso spots. In but out. No rebounder for the Philippines. Netsiriswan. Jantaraneum loses the ball as he was denied the baseline by Gilbert Demape. 8 and 12 to go. Yun yung pagkakasara. Demape wiggling, firing. Can't get it to drop. Both sides missing now. Netsiriswan. Abay pong Netsiriswan goes up. Scoots inside and scores beautifully. He has 11 in the game. And the lead is 11. Chucho Serrano. Here's Demape. Billones in the deep left corner. Outside to Demape. Chucho Serrano attacks. Finds himself partially open. It will not bounce in. Thailand boxing out the Philippine rebounders. But here's Camaso. Not wanting to give it up. Finally gives it to Chucho Serrano. Applies the brakes. Can't find an open friend. Finally it's Camaso. Back to Chucho. Demape with an 18-second shot clock. Here's Billones. Billones still. Chucho Serrano, good form. Can't drop it in. Camaso is split by Menpang. Should be the fourth foul on Menpang. Yes, it is. Seven and 10 remaining, 70-59. An 11-point lead. Don Camaso on the stripe. Camaso with a field goal, and this gift shot for a sum of 3. Filipino three-point shooting has hit a snag here. Camaso takes care of the free throws, though. Doing a good job of keeping the Philippines, that is, parrying off the attacks of Thailand. Good cut by Jan Taranayom. Ratana Panapip, nowhere to go. Chucho Serrano, Camaso, rejected authoritatively. But the Philippines alert to the ball. Chucho Serrano sends it long outside. Purano Billones cracks up a 3. No, Camaso using the tentacles. However, Ratana Patip beating into it. Lempang with a slam. 11-point game. 6:25 remaining. Philippines beginning to play defensive basketball. Not going full throttle here. Ato Morano, Camaso. Camaso drills inside. Oh, yes! The big guy with a stretch to the bucket. Keeping a 13-point lead for the Philippines as we hit the 6-minute mark. But this courageous Thai squad not giving up. He has nowhere to go. Popark, it's a solo act. Chucho Serrano takes care of business. Serrano with 9. 5:30 to go. Next to Rizwan, 15-point lead. Next to Rizwan with a 3. No. Camaso uncontested. And next to Rizwan may be guilty of a foul. And if that is a foul, it's goodbye to him. That is his 5th personal foul. And Thailand will be out of a ball carrier, a steady one that is. Watch the contact there. Okay, it looks like we've got a timeout. 76-61, a 15-point lead with 5:22 to go, and the gold medal game between the Philippines and Thailand will be live. Here for continuing coverage of basketball competition of the 20th SEA Games here at the Sports Hall of the University of Brunei Darussalam. Last day of competition, gold medal battle, Philippines against Thailand. Ato Morano takes care of the gift shot of the 5th personal foul of the point guard of Thailand, Apaipong Netirisawan. Netirisawan falling out after contributing 11 points. Ato Morano makes it a 17-point spread for the Philippines with 5:19 to go. But with the 3-point shot, Thailand still has a chance to bounce back. They're setting up Sangkajoran. He has a shot from there, but he's jammed there. Song Pop, very quiet in this game. That will not work for Ratana Patip. And the Philippines controlling the board. Less than 5 minutes to play. Chucho Serrano, partially deflected. Sangkajoran, Song Pop, beaten to the punch by Ato Morano. Billones, Romel Aduco, Camaso, yes! Camaso with the rescue points for the Philippines. When it looked like Thailand was on the upswing, it has been Camaso has provided the emergency point. Down to 4:25. Point lead. Thailand's inbound from the baseline. Song Pop. Son Treapas shopping around. Song Pop going up with no ball but a foul. Could be Dimape. And if that's Dimape, could be his 3rd. And there's the confirmation. It is his 3rd foul, sending Song Pop to the line. Very quiet game by Song Pop here. Too quiet for Thailand. Team captain of this Thai squad. Split. And he has 8 in the game. 18-point lead with 4 and 13 remaining in the game. Here's Demape. Ato Morano. Ato Morano checking the inside. Romela Ducol sliding. Bellones. Camaso. And listen to this crowd roar! The lead is 20. 3:42 to go. Sangkajoran. Bellones from the rear. It's a foot race. He is gone! Bellones applying the finishing touches. 19 points. Suntrayapas knocks it in. It's a 3. 11 points. 19-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Philippines could use some clock here. That's what's in the mind of Demape. However, they beat it too much. And Jantraneom escapes. He has 20. Lead is 17. Bellones fouled. Jantraneom with the second foul. Or checking that his third foul of the game. Here's Egay Bellones. What a performance. Louis Alas used to have this player at the College of Las Piñas. Has his faith and trust this venue. Also good for Bellones because he helped the Philippines win a 22 and under tournament here. Louis Alas has his faith in this player. 86-67. Suntrayapas. Menpang beating Camaso. Song Pop drills it in. 10 points now for Song Pop. (86-69). 17-point lead with 2 minutes and 10 remaining. Here's a Ducol. Shot clock at 12. Romel, one-hander. No. Less than 2 minutes. Time may not be on the side of Thailand as Menpang hits the side of the board. Romela Ducol wants something authoritative here, but he is ahead of his dribble, and the Philippines will set it up. 1 minute and 40 to go. And a foul. And it's looking good. I can smell gold. After 7 games, it looks like the Philippines will defend its Southeast Asian Games basketball title. And this gentleman on your screens, complete with a tumbling act and all, stood taller than his 5'9" frame, making Las Piñas and the rest of the Philippines so proud of this man. (87-69). It'll be Philippine ball. Big resurgence by Thailand in the second half. but not enough. Philippine offense and defense managing to survive the onslaught of Thailand in the second half. Demape with a shuffle. One of the heroes of this campaign, no doubt. Fires from the corner. Knocks it in! Louis Alas with a moment to enjoy. Demape with 14 points and a minute to go before it is official. Sontrayapas, air ball. Ato Morano. Listen to this crowd. With only that much time remaining. Shot clock at 7, Demape, no. And the fight has been totally taken out of this Thai squad. Just after this, we'll have the awarding ceremony. No goal, 13 seconds to go. This team made up of Winnie Arboleda, June Lungalong, Gilbert Demape, Ato Morano, Don Camaso, Fred Chiang, Romela Ducol, Kirby Raimundo, Ernesto Billones, Ruben De La Rosa, and Peter Martin, and Jonathan Serrano. The Philippines is champion anew in basketball! The Philippines retains the gold medal in the basketball competition of the Southeast Asian Games. Final score 89-69. Ernesto Billones, Egay Billones with a sterling performance of 22 points. Filipino officials embrace each other. What a campaign it has been. Several players did not see action today, but they were very much a part of this campaign. Louis Alas, hugs all around. And this team made up of 8 Manila Metro Stars, 1 from the Laguna Lakers, 1 from the Pampanga Dragons, 2 from the amateur ranks, and the Philippine team in a sporting gesture moving over to the Thai bench, saying it was a well-fought competition. Thailand showing all and sundry that they could be a team of the future. A view of the numbers. Philippines getting a big scare in the second half. Their lead whittling down to as much as 10 points. But just holding on, and the solid performance of Don Camaso in the stretch, hitting 10 points, proved to be a major difference. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get the awarding presentation in just a short while.
Southeast Asian Games is presented.
Of the gold medal, the Republic of the Philippines.
Bong, malapit na sa akin, Bong, ha? Bong, malapit na sa akin. Bong, malapit na sa akin. Bong, galing mo sa akin, ha? Bong, malapit na sa akin, ha? Kulang isa, pare. Kulang isa, pare. Bong, malapit na sa akin, ha? Parang kulang, ha? Wala pa ako dyan, ha? Tama yun ako dyan. Bong, balik mo yung iba. Marv, dalawa. Bong, sa akin, ha? Bong, busin mo na. Bong. Hindi pa sa akin. Kay Peter yan, kay Peter. Bong, malapit na sa akin, Bong. Malapit na, Bong. Sa akin na, Bong. Balik. Balik ko. Wala. Aralo. Aralo. Bong, sa akin, Bong. Boy, pero mo na. Yeah, pindutin mo lang, Bong. Boy, pero mo na. Bong, ganun lang. Balik mo na iba. Para lang maka-experience. Bisa lang yan. Balik mo na isa. Balik ko. Lakasan mo, Bong. Lakasan mo.
Sir, balik yan, sir.
Wala na rin kami, ha? Ben, balik mo na, Ben. Wala na. Balik mo na iba. Balik mo na iba. Balik mo na iba. No. Okay, player. Ito. Tama lang. Thank you.
The 20th Southeast Asian Games is presented by Petron.
And that will do it for our coverage of the basketball competition here in Brunei Darussalam. Philippines gold medal, silver to Thailand, and bronze medal to Indonesia. Philippines has defended its gold medal and will be the king of Southeast Asia at least for the next 2 years. So in behalf of our entire team here at the basketball competition, this is Sam Sarmento saying thank you very much. We'll see you soon. We're on the way home. Mabuhay, Pilipinas!
We expect a decisive win against Thailand. The Philippine basketball team once again successfully defends its basketball crown and proves to all that it is the master of the hard court here in the Southeast Asian region. Again, congratulations to Coach Louis Alas and the rest of the Philippine basketball team, as well as to all the Filipino athletes who participated and gave their best for the country here in the 20th Southeast Asian Games. And with a touch of sadness, we conclude our coverage of the 20th Southeast Asian Games here in Bandar Seri Begawan. On behalf of the men and women from People's Television Network, this is Christine Ong thanking you all for joining us on the road to Brunei. But we invite you again to watch as we bring to you the closing ceremony scheduled tonight, as well as a final recap of the week-long sports action here in the 20th Southeast Asian Games. Once again, this is Christine Ong reporting to you live from Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei Darussalam.
The 20th Southeast